I am testing a 2-ingredient cheesecake. Now I don't count oil in my video, so if you want to count your oil, you can, but it is cinnamon roll and cheesecake filling. Now, Pam sent me this. I just thought, oh, I gotta give it a try. So this is the cinnamon rolls. My family loves these. Remember the days when they used to be $1, guys? Okay, so now she rolled them out, but I think what I'm gonna do is smush. Just like so. So I'm gonna smush it like that, I think. I don't know. We'll see how this works. This sounded so delicious. Now, in the recipe that she sent me, she said that it rolled it out and that they kind of fell apart a little bit. So that's why I was individually doing this. I'm gonna see if it will like work into my pan. They also used a square pan and I'm using a round one. So am I following the recipe at all? Of course not, I'm Tara, that's what I do. I don't know, if you guys like the way I cook, just kind of throwing it together, could you give me a thumbs up and subscribe and share this video, guys? Okay, so now I'm kind of smushing it out as much filled in as I can. You see how I'm doing that? I'm just kind of squishing it all in there. I have no idea if this is gonna work. Pam said it would work, so we'll believe Pam. We are going to give you our Dining on a Dime cookbook ebook, volume number 1, free at livingonadime.com. Click on our shop, click on our ebooks, click on Dining on a Dime volume 1, add it to your cart. When you go to checkout, use the coupon code DINING1 and you will get our ebook absolutely free with no obligation and no strings attached. Visit us at livingonadime.com. Yeah, probably some will seep out there, but I don't know. That's pretty close. And so then I've got this no-bake cheesecake that I had from another recipe. Of course, I'm Tara, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bake it. Okay, let's see. Spread this around. See if we can get something. Okay. Now, you could put pie filling in here too if you want. And I have some left over, but I'm making another canned biscuit recipe with it, so I'm just gonna do this one for the moment. Okay, so now we got 4 more that we're gonna smush out pretty thin. Just go as thin as you can. See how thin I got that? It's pretty thin. And if it falls apart, you can just kind of put it back together, just like so. I think it's the funniest thing. Anytime I do this with my hands, not everybody, but there's always several people that are like, well, did you wash your hands? I mean, do you guys really need me to show you washing my hands before I do this stuff? I mean, if you really want me to, I guess comment and let me know, but I kind of assumed it was just a given that people wash their hands before they start cooking, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. There's a first time for everything. Okay. Okay. 2 ingredients. We're gonna see how this turns out. Now we're gonna put this in the oven. And the recipe on the website says 350 degrees. So We're gonna throw this in the oven and see what happens. Okay, so here is my cheesecake, and I have frosting that I'm just drizzling over top. Mike's not here, and one of my favorite sons is dying for a taste, so I will give him a piece and then come back and have Mike test it. Oh, that looks pretty good. All right, here you go, son.
Wait, whoa, one of your favorite sons? I thought I was your only favorite son.
You are, Dave, but don't tell BJ. It might hurt his feelings.
Oh, okay. None taken.
We have to be considerate of others' feelings.
Okay.
So this is 2-ingredient cheesecake bake or something. I don't know. What did Jack think of the cooked part?
I didn't try this. Here, Jake.
Oh, you didn't try this one? Oh, okay.
This is the 1-ingredient cheesecake
I had,
for the bake.
I had BJ trying this one.
Oops.
Okay,
Except
so
I
tell
need
me
to
what
cut
you
it.
think of this. I need to add 5 more minutes to cooking time on this too, but
What?
that's okay.
You
I'll
wanna
add
try
it in the
first,
recipe.
Jack? Maybe be my cupbearer. Do you want to try it first and be my cupbearer? All right.
Okay, somebody in the comments type in that Bible verse. You're not a huge cheesecake person, but I tested
Actually, I
it.
love cheesecake, and this is really good.
I'm dairy free, but I tested it anyway, and oh my goodness, it's really good.
Actually, I didn't used to be a cheesecake person
But
for
now you
weird
are?
kid reasons, but now I love it.
Well, you must, since you're having
I just have to not love it too much because I'm loving too much food too much.
the recipe that broke the internet. This is my mom's recipe in our Dining on a Dime cookbook. Page 91, volume 2 of our Dining on a Dime cookbook, page 91. Yes, I saw this recipe going all over the internet and I was like, that's Mom's sticky buns. That's what it's been. All right, so actually instead of dirtying a measuring cup, I am going to just use this one, the regular one. All right, so we've got our whipping cream. Now, Mom's recipe, I am cutting into quarters. So there's the whipping cream right there. Oh my goodness, that is delicious. And I just lied because I forgot I have to melt my butter or margarine, so that's not gonna work. So I'm gonna put in my butter right here and melt it in the microwave. Okay, I've got my butter or margarine melted in the microwave, and now I'm going to add my brown sugar. So that was 3 tablespoons of butter or margarine, and I'm going to add 1/4 cup of brown sugar. Now, if you want, you can add nuts into this. You could put raisins, would be really good. But we're just gonna make it, my boys just like it plain, so we're just gonna get this all mixed around just like this. Now, Mom's recipe also calls for making homemade bread. Now, you can use cinnamon rolls that I'm using today. So I'm using these canned cinnamon rolls. You could use freezer cinnamon rolls. And you can make your own. It doesn't really matter, but I'm using the can today. Woo, it fell apart. It's okay. That's kind of part of the fun, is rolling it back up, isn't it? Okay, so we got 1. I think these are 8. Now we're gonna put this in a 400-degree oven for 13 to 17 minutes. Look at that bubbly, delicious goodness. Okay, we're gonna let this cool down for just about 5 minutes and then we're gonna tip it over. Okay, it has been about 5 minutes. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my cake plate upside down. And I hope I can do this. Now you can just scoop them out if you want, but I don't know why I'm getting all fancy. Okay, there. And it's still warm. Oops. Well, I didn't do that very gracefully. Scoot it over. Oh my goodness. Guys, if you are liking these videos, would you please give me a thumbs up, share, and subscribe? Doesn't that look delicious? The recipe is in the description below. Okay, try a bite.
Yum. Mmm. Man, that is amazingly good.
Okay, that's your mother-in-law's recipe.
That's really good.
Yay.
How many can I have?
10 out of 10.
Yep, it's delicious.
All right, for this blueberry lemon loaf, which is an experimental recipe, guys, I'm just gonna see if I can do it. Spraying my loaf pan very well. I don't know if this is gonna work, but oh my goodness, it sounded so delicious. I thought I should try it. Maybe what we should change the channel is Tart Experiments. Maybe we should change that channel name. What do you think?
Maybe it should be called Will It Work?
Will it work? All right, my favorite, one of my favorite.
Delicious or disaster?
That would be a great name. Okay, we're changing the channel name to Delicious or Disaster. Actually, that's pretty good, dear. Man, you're just so witty. Delicious or Disaster. Okay, I got my sugar in here. And then I am going to get my lemon zest.
Where you have your Kevlar gloves.
Oh yeah, that, hello. I always wear my gloves for grating. Guys, it's been a long couple of days and yeah. Okay, sorry about that. My favorite, don't cut yourself glove. Thank you, dear. You just don't want to be taking me to the emergency room.
Right.
See?
It's the anniversary of that one time in the garage where you took a nosedive.
It is, isn't it?
Came up on my Facebook the other day as a memory.
I was in the hospital with my 347th concussion.
Tar with oxygen and an IV.
All right. Got that. Our neighbor was a medic. I was walking in the garage in the dark and I tripped over a board and I face planted straight down on the corner of the workbench. And you know it's bad when we don't ever go to the emergency room unless somebody's, really bleeding. But when your neighbor who's a medic says, you better go to the, he was an EMT. He's like, you better go to the emergency room. I was feeling pretty out of it. Okay. Get all our biscuits in here and coat it with, now you can put this in a plastic bag and shake it if you want. I don't want to waste a plastic bag. So get them all coated. Yummy. Okay, so now we're going to put half in the bottom.
smells good already.
Yum. Then I'm going to sprinkle some of the sugar on the bottom there. Then we're going to take our blueberries. Now these are frozen blueberries. That's why I'm not sure if this recipe is going to work, because it calls for regular blueberries, but we live in Wyoming and there ain't no darn tootin' way I'm paying $5 for a little thing of blueberries. So
Would the sauce add to it?
no, it'll make it soggy, like the only recipe that I've had fail in years, the pizza monkey bread. That was a fail. That was such a bad fail that my family couldn't even eat it. Now that has not happened.
We tried to fake it, but it just didn't work out.
Years. That has not happened in years.
But then she made the recipe again the next day differently.
And it really turned out.
And it was amazing.
It really turned out good. Okay, let me wash my hands real quick. All right, we're gonna melt our butter. And I'll tell you right now, I don't think I have enough in here, but I'm just gonna get that melted first. Yeah, that's not enough. Just had to put like a teaspoon more of butter in here and it melted. Now I've got my brown sugar. There. I'm gonna mix this together. Then we're gonna pour this over the top and put this in a 350-degree oven. Make sure all my pieces are evenly spread out and got lots of that yummy goodness. Okay. Whoops. Okay. Now we're gonna put this in the oven. Dear, I really think we should change the channel name. I think that's brilliant. Okay, guys, comment and tell me if we should change the channel name from Super Easy Recipes to, what was it you said?
Delicious or disaster?
Delicious or disaster. I just love it. Absolutely love it. That's so me. All right, here is. Oh, that looks really good.
It does look really good.
Okay, so we're gonna let this cool for just a little bit and then we're gonna turn it over on a plate and glaze it. Okay, I'm going to make a lemon glaze. I have about a tablespoon or two of butter. I'll put the exact recipe down there. I do not ever measure for my glazes because, well, it's just such an easy recipe. Okay, oops. All right, that was a piece of mint. Okay, now to get
lemon glaze.
Yeah, to get the most juice out of your lemon, if you roll it like that, it really breaks the lemon juice free. You can use your hands if you want, but I like my sieve. All right, a couple tablespoons of, well, I guess it didn't even help having my sieve, did it? Okay, a couple of tablespoons of lemon juice. And let's see if we've got a glaze consistency or if I need to add a little bit of milk. Oh, I don't want to add milk to this because that will make it curdle.
The lemon will make the milk curdle?
Yes.
Things you only hear here, folks.
Oh, my goodness. This was yesterday's recipe. It was on the outside of the powdered sugar bag. Okay, that's very good. Now I have my plate and I need to pull apart the edge. Now let's see if we can flip this out of here or not. So pull and kind of lift, pull and lift, pull and lift. And now I think I got it all released. Yes. Ooh, yum. Okay, now I'm going to scrape out the bottom of the pan.
The rest of the goodies.
So that yummy goodness is all there. Okay, and then, now here's the fun part. I was gonna see if I can just flip it, but I can't. So, there we go. Now, obviously I need a bigger pan, but then, yeah, just a little bit more lemon juice because that's not quite thin enough. Yum. Okay. Now what I'll do is I'll save the rest of my lemon glaze and I'll make something else with it. Oh, that looks really good. Holy cow. Okay, we're gonna have Mike test. There it is.
Oh, I hate to ruin it. It looks so pretty.
I know, it looks so lovely, doesn't it?
Yeah. Here. I like edge pieces because I like crispy. Mmm. Mmm.
Is it good?
Mm-hmm.
Yay.
I can taste the lemon for sure.
The miracle of canned biscuits. You gotta love it. All over my, so I have flour all over my apron. And what did you think when you met me first time wearing an apron?
I said, oh, she's going to be baking stuff for me, and she's never going to make any mistakes.
I had you fooled, didn't I?
Yeah, I didn't really think on the mistakes. I was like, oh, wow, nice.
Okay, I'm making some garlic pull apart bread. Now, what I'm gonna do is margarine is cheaper right now, so I'm gonna take a little bit of margarine and put it in my pan. I would say probably a half a stick if you have a stick of margarine or butter. Then I'm gonna put this pan in my oven and let all the margarine melt. All right, while the margarine is melting, I have these jumbo biscuits. My family loves these. Woo! And then what I'm going to do is take my handy dandy little cutter and just, oops, cut these in quarters, just like so. My butter is almost, my margarine, almost all melted. I'll give it just a minute more. Okay, call that done. Now, the reason why I did it in the oven is because I already had my chicken in there roasting, so you can do it in the microwave if you want. All right, and there we go. And I'm going to take my garlic, I don't know, half a teaspoon or so, and mix that around. Then we're just going to take our pieces of biscuit and just get it all wrapped around there. Yum. All right, now we're gonna put this back in the oven, 400 degrees. Okay, and there is our garlic biscuits. Oh my goodness, it smells so delicious. Yum. Wait, did you just sneak a bun? So how's it taste?
Amazing. I'm a garlic lover and it's definitely garlicky.
Okay, I am making some monkey bread here. I've got butter or margarine that is melted. I've got my Italian seasoning. I'm using minced garlic, but you could use just garlic powder if you wanted. Mike likes it extra garlicky. That's what I'm doing. Now, Parmesan cheese, if you want. I'm out right now. Or mozzarella. We just like the mix of it. Then pepperonis right here. Now, a lot of recipes use a full bag of pepperoni, but you don't need a full 6 ounces. That's a lot of pepperoni. We are frugal guys, so we use half of that amount. Love my butter here. Okay, you can come in, Dave, just...
Estoy aquí, mi familia!
Okay, I was gonna say quietly, but that'll work too. All right, and then chopping my pepperonis in half. Okay, now make sure you break up all your pepperonis that they get totally, oops, some didn't get chopped there. Okay. I've been doing cooking videos all day and I'm exhausted and I needed something quick and easy for dinner. Now we've got our canned biscuits. And then I forgot to add a little bit of olive oil. Now, I do not give out the recipe ingredient measurements because I have it already on my website or in the description below. That way you can just copy it or print it out if you need to, okay? So that is why I do that, but it is in the description below unless I forget. I try not to forget, but sometimes I do, and if I do, please kindly let me know. All right, my oven is ready at 350 degrees. And now I'm cutting my biscuits in quarters. Okay, and then put my biscuits in my bowl. Just like so. All of this together. I've got my 9x13 or bundt pan. Whichever you want. Very well greased. And I'm going to pour it all in there. And then make sure everything is separated. If there's any big chunks that didn't get separated, then okay. Oh, yum. Okay, now we're gonna bake this in the oven about, I think about 20 to 25 minutes. I don't know, this is a test recipe, so we're gonna see how it goes. Okay, 350 degrees, I'll let you know the time. Okay, we're gonna serve this with marinara sauce. I do not like the way marinara sauce tastes out of the can. I always add more seasoned salt, more garlic, and more Italian seasoning. But it's a cheap way to get a lot of tomatoes. Okay, normally I do double that amount, but I'll just do the top portion. I'm putting some marinara sauce in a jar or in a bowl for dipping. You can warm it up if you want. There's Mr. 80s man. His 80s day at school today. Wow, that's bad when mom and dad are vintage, Jack. That's bad when mom and dad are vintage. All right, here's our pizza pull-apart bread right here. And you can just put a little bit on a bowl. Now, of course, you can add any toppings you want that's normally pizza. You can do black olives, onions, green peppers. You could do Canadian bacon and pineapple, although if you do pineapple, I would definitely make sure that you pat the pineapple a little bit dry so it doesn't make your bread too soggy. But any pizza toppings you want, and then just dip it in the marinara sauce, and there you go, delicious. Do you want to taste test, or do you want Dad to taste test?
I can taste test. I don't know if I want to be on video.
Okay, you don't have to be on video. You can just tell them what you think. What do you think? What is the opinion?
It's good stuff.
Good stuff, Maynard?
Very good stuff.
Yay. All right, here's your after school snack / dinner.
Actually, that was really good.
Really, really good, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Air fryer donuts. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to start your air fryer preheating to 330 degrees. Start right there. Okay, so we're preheating. Then we're going to take our can of biscuits right here. And we're going to... And you're going to let it preheat for 5 minutes. Okay, then we're going to take our can of biscuits, flop that baby open. Okay, then while our air fryer is warming up, preheating, we're going to take our biscuits and we're going to put them like this, and this, and this, and this. Then we're going to take our biscuit cutter or hole cutter and cut out each section. Now, if you don't have a biscuit cutter, hole cutter, whatever, I got this set here of different biscuit cutters, but oops, I didn't mean to do that. You can just make a hole like that. Okay, now we're gonna let these rise just a little bit before they go into the air fryer, about 5 to 6 minutes while your air fryer is heating up. Okay, just went through all this, not recording, but so what I've got is my powdered sugar and some milk in here. And I'm adding a little more powdered sugar because it's a little thin. And then I added a little bit of vanilla flavoring. Mom was like, I'm recording a video, so let me go fry a hamburger. Guys. Okay. So my boys were just debating when is Valentine's Day. And none of my children know when Valentine's Day is, or at least the ones that are at my home at present, I should say. So you can tell they're real worried about it. None of them have girlfriends, so they don't need to be worried about it at the moment, I guess. All right, there we go. That is nice, lovely frosting. Okay, so now, look at that, lovely. We're gonna flip these over. All right, there we go. Yumma-rumbo. While they're cooling, I have a tray. You do not have to do all this. I just wanted the glaze to drip off and my thing doesn't stay level. And then look at this lovely assortment of Valentine's sprinkles that I found. Aren't those lovely? Found those at Wally World. Okay, so here's some cooler ones on the bottom. So what we're gonna do is going to take our donut, dip it in just like so, get it all covered, and then we're gonna let that drip. Ho ho ho, yum. All right. This one, my hole closed up because I didn't do it big enough. That's all right. There we go. Oh, yum. Gonna re-dip these ones. I didn't have enough frosting. You may. Okay, then for the baby ones, just dip them like this. Don't. Oh, yeah, you can have that down there. That's fine. And just dip the baby ones. Just mix them around. Okay, let's just do it like this. There we go. Just do it like that. Okay. Now we're gonna take our Valentine sprinkles. Well, that's not working very well. I think we have to dip them in the sprinkles. Okay, so now I'm going to dip. So I'm going to take my leftover Christmas sprinkles too. Okay, here we go. Now we're cooking with gas. Ha ha ha. There we go. I'll move some of those. Move them around so they're not all clustered together. There we go. Delicious. Then I'm just gonna leave the donut holes. All right. Yum. Okay, I'm gonna let those set up and then I'm gonna take some pictures and we'll taste test. Okay, Mr. Taste Tester.
Ooh, lunch.
Extraordinaire.
Mmm.
It's an air fryer biscuit. Or an air fryer donut, I mean.
Yum.
Made with biscuits.
It's good.
Donut with a biscuity taste.
Mm-hmm.
Got my hamburger right here that I need to drain, so I'm pouring it into this container here. Okay, there we go. Got in here, I'm gonna let it get set up, and then I will just throw it in the trash. Okay, tonight's dinner is a surprise. I've got my 9x13, spraying it with some spray oil. All right, and I have my canned biscuits here, and I'm going to pull them in half and put them in my pan like so. And don't have enough. Okay, so I need a different shaped pan, but that's okay. Okay, so now I'm going to smush them like this. Doesn't have to be perfect. And I'm just going to give this a try. May or may not work. I don't know. We'll see. I have my hamburger here, and this is my seasoned salt. Wondering if I should get the other pan. I think I'll get the other pan. Okay, we'll save that dirty pan for another one. Okay, I'm putting this in a smaller pan, and I'm going to pinch it all together, just like so. Add my hamburger, just like so. All right, then there, 3/4 of it, and my goat cream, or my goat milk on the other portion of it. Just like so, or not just like so. Okay, there we go. Mike's dairy free, so this will be dairy free for him. You can go ahead and put it in the refrigerator if you want. Trying to do this at 5 o'clock with everybody home. Okay, so now I'm going to take my biscuits, and you could add onions, peppers, you could add tomato sauce, anything you want to this. And now we are going to throw this in a 325-degree oven because I got a dark pan. Normally regular oven 350, and we're going to bake this. All right, to go with our dinner, I have my 25-cent peaches and light syrup that I got on clearance. So we're all sick. I don't feel like cooking dinner, so this is an easy dinner. All right. Oh, that looks delicious. I think we have a success. Okay, I'm gonna take some butter, rub a little bit on top. Oh, yum. Oh, that looks good. Oh my. There, you can see it better that way. All right, that is Jack's. And here is Mike's. Oops, I got underneath. Okay, there we go. We'll test it and see what it tastes like. We'll see.
Yum.
Okay, easy. We're all sick dinner.
Yum.
Okay, give it a try real quick. Although don't burn the hide off your mouth.
Looks delish.
Might be super hot. Is it good with goat cheese? Yay. Okay, Jack, take one bite. I won't get you on camera.
Yeah, it's
Just
really
take a bite
good.
and let's see what you think.
Oh yeah, that's really good.
Yay! So it's a success. Yum. And it cost me $4. Well, about $5. Yay.